I quoted somebody for, like a 9 to 10%, and he was an OG. So he was just like, all right.
Yeah, because he was used to paying 15 to 20.
What else I got to do? Hey, right,
Yeah.
exactly. So I was like, yeah, man, 9 to 10,
like,
and he was like, all right, what else?
Yeah.
What else I got to get you, And, an experienced investor is not going, shut it down. Oh, 9 to 10, damn.
Yeah,
he's still
that's
going,
easy. Yeah, 9 to 10
that's still a layup.
That's definitely doable.
And the beauty of it is, if you own if you already own doors, and if you have good credit, that down payment, that is a lower barrier to entry. So if it only hits people harder when they're credit challenged. So that's the thing, for the people with the 600 credit scores, that's like you looking at 40%. That's different.
And like
where
you said,
if you got a 720, you're looking at 20%, 25%. So
the one thing that hasn't changed with lending today versus lending back when you were really, really, laying it on 20 and 30 units is banks still want to see some receipts, right? They want to know that you've done this before or that you have done it. Like they want to know.
Credibility is everything.
Yeah, they want to know that
They
you
want to see
got
your
some
track
doors.
record.
They want to see your track record.
Skin in the game.
Yeah. Where else do you, what other units do you have? What's your track record in maintaining these loans? So I mean that hasn't changed. So,
and it's not to say that you can't get in if you don't have experience, because they do still finance inexperienced buyers. But again, the buy-in is higher. So that's the thing. Like you're kind of paying for that lack of experience.
So who's actually as far as lending, what companies are doing like the better lending as far as like hard money, or like when you or if you're a first time home buyer, like, so what investment companies, like if you was an investor, if somebody's first time investment, what company would you send them to get their first loan?
You know what company he would send them to.
Where you send them to? Where would you send them to?
I actually got so on a elite level.
Give me three.
Oh,
give
say
me
what
three.
was that about elite level?
Give me three.
On an elite level, right? No, but no, I actually do have a couple favorites outside of myself. So I like Burr Loans, BRR, literally
BR loans.
BRRR
Oh, so
loans.
they are who they are.
And they are solid.
Okay.
They are solid. And what I like about them, Crowdcopia, these are loan companies that are ran by people who've either done what you're trying to do or currently doing what you're trying to do. And so I like Burr Loans, I like Crowdcopia. Many of those type of lenders, and again, it takes some time to find them, there's an opportunity for mentorship there. Okay. Especially for repeat clients. They open the door to say, hey, look, I'm doing exactly this, what you've done, or I was you 5 years ago. This is what else you
all
can
their
do.
resources.
Open you up to more than one than just lending. Okay. Right? Crowdcopia will do the same. They were legit investors.
And Crowdcopia.
Yep. BRRR. So,
give me one more.
Your Burr Loans. A good friend of mine is, he's back in the game. He's got 20 years in the business. He was doing more residential. He's working for a company new to the tri-state, been around for maybe about 10 years, called Bluebird Lending. And being as though that they're new to the tri-state, they're trying to get their foot in the door. And so they're a lot more flexible.
So what's like the rates? What type of rates?
At 9 to 10 range.
9 to 10%.
So the first two are good for fix and flip, hard money.
Okay.
Commercial lending, I've been using Bluebird. Getting out of refis, I've been using Spring Garden.
So Spring Garden's been pretty good.
Yeah, definitely getting out of refis.
What
just
about
going with
bridge
You like Spring Garden, the way they set the loans up the best, or?
Yeah, in terms of long-term play, I need to get out of this thing. This thing is crazy.
So you can bring one of the loans. So you go to BRR with that loan and
get your funding.
Get your funding in Spring Garden and get you out of there at a respectable rate.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. Okay. I like Spring Garden. Again, I like Crowdcopia, local. I like Burr loans. Local covers a number of states. My guy Al Domenico, his company, forgive me, I forget his name. Lords of Capital is what
That's
we
call him.
yeah, but I forget what funding, and he'll kill me. But he's a good dude.
And who have your clients been using lately, Riz?
So we flip funding.
Flip
We're
funding,
talking strictly for investment loans.
Flip funding,
Yeah,
phenomenal.
yeah. So that's right. Okay.
That's right.
Yep, Rob.
So yeah, flip funding.
Hey, Rob, when you come on the show, man, I called you like 30
He's too
times,
busy, man. He's
yeah,
too
you really
busy.
changed. I see you doing your own social media thing, man. But
Yeah,
player,
he's too busy.
me and you, we go back, baby.
Yeah, Rod is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Number right on my phone.
Yeah, so he's definitely been doing good, and it's funny because I'm trying to build a relationship with a couple other lenders. I'm not going to name them just in
Okay,
case the relationships don't go too well.
Got you.
So yeah, so I got a couple other people that I'm working on building some relationships with, just as far as like managing some bridge loans and just doing some different strategic things with some of my investor clients.
And I see
like I'm trying to look like some of my guys are moving into a larger space.
Okay.
So just, like those jumbo $1 million+ loans is what, I need to see how well they manage them.
Okay.
Yeah,
So.
direct is another one.
Direct.
I gotta get you the handle, man. We drop the handle in the
Yeah,
comments.
for everybody that we said, we're gonna try to either at the end of this episode we'll put up all those lending institutions so you can definitely reach out to them. Seeing you was talking about the NACA earlier before we turned on the cameras and shit. Would you suggest NACA for anybody, or that's more for like a seasoned buyer?
No, NACA is for a very, very inexperienced buyer.
Very inexperienced buyer?
That's what I suggest NACA for. I suggest NACA for people who want to buy in the next 6 months to a year.
Okay.
I also suggest NACA for individuals who are credit challenged,
Okay.
for individuals who are financially challenged.
Okay.
That's the demographic that I feel NACA is best suited for, because right now there's a bunch of lenders who are offering so many programs, both in-house and in coordination with the city, that can help, offset some of those costs. But for the people who are in the lower categories, and remember, I think we talked about this on our last conversation with just how crazy things have been for people who
didn't
are
have the
just
best
making
credit
the
rates.
threshold.
Yes.
That is the demographic that NACA is best served for.
Now, I heard most people say like with NACA, you should be like coming out the ground with this stuff. Like you should be building, like getting some land, building out. You would use NACA to buy something inside the actual city, in the actual urban area?
I would use NACA to buy in the city because you can use, if you're buying outside the city, you have more opportunity for USDA loan.
Okay.
But in the city, I would use NACA if I wanted to rebuild from the ground, or if I wanted to buy a 4-unit building. What a lot of people don't understand, you can buy up to 4 units using an FHA loan or even a conventional loan. It's all residential.
Can you refi out of so let's say you had a non-conventional loan with a 4-unit and you were doing it and you were trying to get out that loan, could you go FHA to get out that loan also?
Get out of what loan?
Let's say I went to one
What
of
was
his
the
people.
standard first loan?
Right.
So what was the first loan?
The first loan it was like a regular high interest loan. And I went there to go grab a 4-unit, and I got done it. Now I'm gonna get out this unit. I'm gonna get out this loan. Could I go to like NACA, one of them, to get out of it?
No.
No.
NACA
Chances
is
are you're
strictly
not,
for first-time
no.
home
First-time
right.
buyers,
Okay.
and if you bought that first house in your business name,
Can't do it.
Don't
can't
don't
do
even
it.
think about
No,
it.
you gotta be
And
in
you're
your
better
personal name.
you're better off going directly to a conventional,
Conventional to come out.
not an FHA, because you want to use your FHA to qualify to get something else.
Gotcha.
When like you can only buy one at a time. Like you can't have multiple
Can't have
FHA
multiple
loans
FHAs.
open unless it's some kind of circumstance where, let's say, you are like a military person,
Okay, you move around,
and
okay.
you move around a lot. So you were living in Missouri for a while, and you bought your first property in Missouri, and now, 5 years later, the Army base is telling you, hey, we need you out of Missouri, and we're going to put you in California, but you have a family and you need a place for them to live. based on those type of circumstances, FHA will allow you to get another mortgage.
Yeah.
But
It's
it
definitely
has to
some
be
small print.
Yeah, like
Definitely
it's
some small
not
print.
something where you can just keep accumulating FHA mortgage after FHA
One
mortgage.
at a time, primary property. The cool thing is though, just like with the VA loan, they say that you only can have one, but somebody asks, could I use it again?
Yeah, you can use it again.
And obviously you can, but it's not so obvious because we do get the question,
Right.
Oh man, I used my FHA already, I'm done. I'm like, well, do you have it now? No. Well, you're
Well,
not
you can
cooked.
use it,
You can
right.
use it,
Yeah.
I wish I could
And
go
you
to
can only
VA.
have one open
One
mortgage
open.
at a time.
FHA loan, 1 to 4 units. And the only difference if you're buying more than a duplex is typically that you have to have, maybe 3 to 4 months of reserves.
Okay.
So whatever your mortgage payment is times 3 or 4, have that in the cut. The bank don't need your money, but they want to
But
show
they
you.
want to see it, right?
They want to see it,
Oh, and so that was the thing. I'm glad you said that. So that's the thing with regards to NACA. With a lot of these programs, the city programs, the grant funding, et cetera, they typically only allow you to purchase 2 units.
Okay.
NACA, however, you can purchase 4.
Okay.
That same low buy-in, same access to the low-cost lending, same access to that 6% seller's assist.
Yep.
So,
Oh, shit. So you can pretty much buy a NACA house and pretty much come out paying $1,000 when you're done.
correct.
Something very low.
Something
Correct. Very low.
Something crazy.
Whereas you cannot apply those city grants to triplexes, to quads, like you can't do it.
Okay.
Like they all are limited to 2 units.
Single tops duplex.
Right.
Some of them only singles.
Most of them only single.
Most of those
but-
grants is only single.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But the most you can get is
Is a duplex.
To a duplex.
You're
It's
not
2
going to get a
units.
grant on the 4-unit property.
This is like a highlight right now. So we have an investor that came over here. I had to pay him some money, so he came up here to meet me. But no, he actually just went through a force, turning a triplex into a quad. He doesn't like the camera, but we will be showing in this episode, also on our Facebook. If you go look at it, we'll show the behind the scenes of him actually fighting with this project, because he went from actually having 3 units turned into 4. Is that accurate? 3 units turned into 4?
Well, it was a house.
Yeah, it was a house and turned into 4 units. So this was like a love labor, and I want to say it was safely about, can I say about 4 years?
Yeah.
4 years? Yeah, it was about 4 years. A lot of money. I was jealous. I was like, damn, dog. Like he could have bought probably 2 Range Rovers, two Range Rovers, and flew a private plane to Italy. Like what it seemed like it cost. But I respect how much he persevered through it, because a lot of times, a lot of you people, you talk about these jobs and you guys think you're just gonna get this money, run through the crib, and that can happen on certain jobs, especially small jobs. But when you start getting to having to get the licensing, when you got to get the licensing, when you have to start getting sprinkler systems, digging out trenches, pull stations, what's them things I kept messing up on? What they call it again?
Oh, yeah, I forget.
What they call
I forget.
Brazil. I kept calling it Brazilian. What's them Jones for? What's them Jones called? I beg
Silver
you.
things.
The
for
silver
that.
things,
Yeah.
Oh,
For the
sprinklers?
soundproof.
Nah,
No.
for
It's
soundproof.
for the
it was
soundproof.
this sound. Wait, it
Yeah,
was.
it's this piece. It's a strip. It's a strip, and I kept calling it
Strip.
Brazilian strip,
Okay.
but it's not called a Brazilian strip. I don't know, but when you see it, you'll know.
This
Hey,
must have been when y'all was there without me, before
yes,
the walls
yes,
were up.
yes. I don't think neither one of y'all ever was there at the same time. No, so it was one time he was there, and then one time you was there, and then I've been there each time with the camera
I think they're
crew.
Brazilian strips.
Brazilian, yeah,
something.
Brazilian. I think
Resilient.
Brazilian,
is
yeah, and I
one.
kept saying Brazilian.
Yeah.
I kept calling
And
Brazilian.
don't forget my
Brazilian.
favorite feature, okay?
Oh yes. And she loves the manifold. She loves the plumbing manifold. We still got one going, right? Yeah, and she loves the manifold. She thinks it's the best thing ever made in life.
Is it? It really is. It really
But,
is. Like, who doesn't like that?
The fact that what you can take a
The
shower.
plumbing conduit, yes. That it's basically it's a panel for plumbing.
The panel for
it's-
plumbing.
It's phenomenal.
You think it's a phenomenal thing?
Yes,
It should have
I
been
do.
made. It should have been made. So in this project, I seen him go through all the trauma and everything that would make a person like me be like, I'm never doing this again. But I see him persevere through it, so it's happy that I know this guy. And I remember, I want to say I'm one of the first people to kind of talk to him about getting in the real estate business, and to see that he's done something in the project that I haven't even done yet, as far as converting something to 4 units, actually getting a sprinkler system put in. I have never got a sprinkler system put into a property. So when I'm watching, I'm seeing exactly how expensive it is. It's like, damn, that's some major shit going on. So quick fast play. What was the how did you make it through this process? Like, cause it seemed like it was a rough. Most people would have quit. Like, you know what I mean? Most people would have quit. What made you fight through it?
Spring Garden Linden.
Spring Garden Linden.
Whoa, look at that.
Look at that. Spring Garden Linden.
Yeah.
We got Spring Garden Linden, man. Y'all should see me with a check or something, man. I'm trying to tell you. But they were pretty fair with getting you through this project.
Yeah.
It wasn't like predatory, like every day, every 6 months somebody calling, hey, we coming to take it from you.
No, cause how they do they funding? It eliminate the monthly payment.
Okay. So you don't got to worry about.
Everything be from the gate. Everything be in the escrow.
Okay.
So you got your 6 months, 12 months, whatever you sign up for. But everything in the escrow eliminates the headache of you trying to
Figure it out.
you know what I'm saying, make that monthly payment. You just gotta do to get the work done.
So I know the first beginning of that job, you went in with your own cash though, to kind of get it up and running. If you could go back in time, would you have just started out the whole project with Spring Garden Linden instead of trying to do it out your own pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would save you more money and time.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it. See that you people at Spring Garden Linden, man. Tell them, man, they gotta get somebody on here, man, from there, man.
Renee Stinnett.
Renee
That's
Stinnett.
one of my folks. Yeah.
That's one of
the top folks there.
And are they just as good for, like, what if it's a person who's trying to buy? So if a person coming in trying to buy their first actual house,
That's not what they do.
it's not what they do. So it's just for first time investors, for investing.
Yep. Beginning to seasoned investors.
That's what it
and
is.
like I said, I definitely anybody that's trying to get out of a loan, give them a holler. Give them a holler.
Give them a holler.
Trying to get out of something bad is burning you up.
And what's the lowest rate you can get out of them? What do you think?
I think in this right now in this market, because I remember 7 was pretty low for them. Probably 8.5.
8.5.
Something like that.
Okay.
But she's a good resource. Renee Stinnett Hutchinson.
Okay.
Just gonna keep adding names on.
Yeah. Right.
I know, right? Went from Renee Stinnett to Renee Stinnett Hutchinson. What is the next name? Give me another one.
Right.
So, when you think you'll have tenants in there? Like yesterday, tomorrow? When you think?
July 1st.
July 1st?
I was getting ready to say, you can have tenants in there whenever you're ready. If you call me.
No.
For sure.
You still going with the strategy we discussed? Okay, nice.
Do you see his rents? Because did you
No,
tell
he
his
did
rents?
not run his rents by me. He did not call me with that conversation.
Oh, well, you're going to be just go with him. Just listen to him, because
Okay.
he ain't messing with your numbers.
Clearly,
He's only going with
he wasn't a fan of my numbers when I
yeah,
told him.
yeah,
Like-
yeah. I don't think he's touching those numbers. I think he got to go up another
We're
100.
gonna meet in the middle.
Yeah. I think he's going up another 100. And he's standing tall on that too. He
Okay.
ain't messing with it. He let me know, like, he had a goddamn mind. I said, I know. I was just talking about numbers earlier today, and I told you, I'm always right. I'm like, in your head, you're right. You ain't right in the head of the investor. You always right in your head.
She be right.
So July
was gonna
1st,
say.
though. That's huge.
Oh no, so you didn't come to the last one.
I was about to say.
Oh
that
no, it's
thing
done.
must be-
You got some pictures on the phone?
Man.
Yeah, I'm show you some pictures.
I gotta get.
Yeah,
I got
no,
to
that
see
joint,
that.
that joint done. That joint crazy.
Yo, y'all got busy this winter.
Yeah.
This spring.
Spring, y'all.
Shit.
Yeah, it looks real good in there.
Word.
Even the critic was like, "This is nice."
And look, I was getting ready to say, y'all know how I am.
She was like, "Y'all." She was like, "Y'all sure y'all black?" I'm like, "They black. I ain't black."
But no, like, he knows, I'm a fan of your work anyway. So, like, I say that and everything. I'm like, oh, this was nice.
Ah, yeah. I remember that bathroom.
Yeah, let me
Them
get
joints all the way done,
Oh
man.
man.
Yep.
Y'all definitely.
Not y'all. He.
That look good, y'all.
Don't worry about the people watching us at home. We will have all this up for
Yeah,
you.
the photos will be
Yeah,
available.
everything will
good
be
fan,
on.
Good
when you need
choice
to
on the
watch it.
fan. Definitely good choice on the
Yeah, I'm good.
on the
I just wanted to see
aluminum.
the photos.
placement of that fridge in the corner. I see you. Yeah, looks great.
Yeah, and we was
Congrats.
able to
And
bust.
the fans are reef proof.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and we was able to bust Tommy D's with that
4
$200.
units, yeah.
That $200 markup. Tommy D's again. We caught y'all doing that. No more that $200 markup. Y'all got to stop that talking about because y'all put them together today. We don't care if you put them together today or tomorrow. Them cabinets 1,000 at Home Depot. They should be 1,000 at there, man. Just my own personal opinion.
Yeah, that was funny.
But yeah.
Black Friday on them appliances too.
Oh yeah, Black Friday and appliances. That was
Friday
probably
on
one of the best
appliances,
moves I've ever
too.
seen. Where the man bought all the refrigerators.
Yeah,
all-
so that, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that Black
Yeah.
Friday move player, I take my hat off to you. That was a heck of a
Yeah.
move. He was able to get all his appliances in one shot, and it played out perfect. It played out perfect for him.
oh, that was good. So you're not like the rest of us slumming it at the scratch and dent.
No, he's not. He's not a scratching dinner. He's one of the more bougie clients.
Because he want them damn rents.
Yeah. He got to justify that. You know, what I mean? he got to justify, especially that one on the second floor front. He got to justify that. That joke crazy. But no, man, it was a great job.
Yeah.
I'm proud to even know you. The fact that you made it through that joint, man. So you did it, champ. You did it, man.
Yeah,
You
kudos.
know what I'm saying? Wish we had some champagne here for you, man.
Speech. I like to thank.
But yeah, when y'all see this video, y'all see it's gonna be a very, very nice project. You get to watch it from the beginning to the end. You get to hear him even talk about some of the struggles that he had in this project. For anybody watching it, just know that it's not as easy as they make it seem. Real estate is it's very gut wrenching. It's very you're gonna challenge yourself. You're gonna challenge the people around you. You're gonna pray to God. You're gonna hate God. You're gonna hate your wife. You're gonna hate your girl. Hate your kids. You know what I mean? It's gonna bring out all those emotions because you're gonna go polar opposite. At the same way you hate everybody, you're gonna wind up loving everybody too. It's quite the love. It's quite the process, and the more you do it, it's just like boxing. The more you do it, the more confidence you get. So I'm quite sure this man now is ready to do that 50 unit. You said, yeah, 50 unit, right? No, but I'm
next,
quite,
right?
but I'm quite sure after this one, I know you now can walk into him and be like, I know how to do this now. It won't be as scary. Like me and him was a part of a project in 2016 where we had to rip off the back of a house, start throwing the house up, and in the middle of the project, all the funding was gone. So what I'll say is that that happens in these projects. So some people see this money at one time. Sometimes people think they see $500,000 and they think they could skim 10,000 here, 20,000 here, and it doesn't work like that. Actually, if you got $500,000, normally in construction you probably need 600,000. I don't know why it's like that.
Nobody
I can't tell you.
For the terror behind the wall.
I can't tell you why it's like that. It's just something about this business, and then you got to get ready for your contractors to go AWOL. You got to get ready for the city to keep.
And this is the thing they don't show you on those HGTV shows.
Yeah, HGTV is
HGTV
you walk in
up in 30 minutes.
Yeah, HGTV
You
is
walk
30
into
minutes.
the slums, you go to lunch, and you come back, and it's a
It's
mansion.
all done.
Like,
right?
Yeah, I think you have a little bit of tension between commercial breaks. Are they going to have it done by
mid,
the
Right.
mid through construction,
But-
somebody breaks and it steals your copper.
Oh,
Yeah,
nothing
oh,
like it. Well,
yeah.
thank God we don't have no more copper
Yeah.
now. Everything is PEX now.
Oh, no.
And the
So
commercial-
when you're
commercial
doing
go- yeah,
those
commercial keep it.
commercial
Yeah.
spaces, when you're doing
Yeah, commercial still gotta be
those,
copper.
like even, no, you didn't have to use copper for the sprinkler system, right?
No, it's all
Good.
plastic. Yeah.
Good,
Yeah.
okay.
After 4 units. After
After 4
4
units, you're definitely
copper.
You're
you
in
need
copper.
Yep.
Absolutely, all day long. And don't close those walls up, but for the city.
For the
get
city
in
coming,
there,
they're gonna make you
'cause
come
that's
over.
all- Like,
We ain't worry about that. You gonna tell my clothes? Don't worry about it. We got a knife.
We got
Cut that thing right open.
Cut 'em out. Cut 'em
out.
We
That thing
don't, we
right
got this nice
open.
little candy stripe notification for you. Like,
Hey, yeah, champ, you got candy striped on that joint too, didn't you?
Yeah, man.
How many times did candy strap you? Once?
No, just once.
How was
that's
that
good.
first time
No,
you ever
that-
got
the first
the candy
time.
stripe was the beginning.
Yeah.
When I was using my own money. But once we started rocking and rolling, everything was cool then.
And give them a ballpark, because when you're doing something like that, what was the price like on permits and engineering and all that stuff? What was the price like on that? I know you had to pay for that.
Like mechanical prints, construction
Yeah,
prints, stuff
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah, prints, yeah.
Average, probably 5,000.
5,000 total for the whole project?
No. For your mechanical prints, probably your electrical, plumbing, mechanicals, 5,000. For your construction prints, probably 5,000.
So we're talking about 10,000 alone, just in
Yeah.
architect, just in prints.
Correct. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. All that set it and forget it they be talking about, don't believe it, man. It's quite a process. It's very expensive. It's lengthy,
But it's like anything else. The more you do it, I swear to you, like if you had to go back and do it again, I know it won't take you so much longer. I know if you had to do it again, I know it'd be a lot faster, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I know you said you're taking a break from the from the furrows, you're going back to the underground, but we understand.
Yeah. Like, to be honest, I mean, the LLC thing with the permit thing gets overwhelming sometimes. Like you flipping with your name,
Yeah.
it's easier, but
But again, like she always say, it's two sides to it. See, now somebody fall on that property, you ain't worrying about that shit.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't a real landlord till you ain't a real homeowner till you get sued a couple times. And my friends, I have been sued. I won some, I lost some, but now somebody fall, you ain't got nothing to worry about. You be like, oh, well, to the LLC.
Right.
You ain't got to worry about, they start talking about, we're gonna get everything your name attached to. You ain't got to worry about that shit. You know what I mean? That's the good part of having it. So in the beginning, yes, LLC is way more expensive in the beginning, but there's so much protection in the back end that after a while, it'll make sense. Again, it all comes with keeping everything in order, keeping that paperwork in order that we all hate, because if you do the job is one thing, but then maintaining the property, I think is even harder than doing the job. So like they say all the time, it's easy to get money. It's even harder to keep it though. You know what I mean? It's easy to get a property. At this point, we all can say it's easy to get a property. For sure. But it's a motherfucker to hold on to them. It's hard. It's not that easy. I lost quite a few in my life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you are my hero, sir. I'll take my hat off to you today. I'm gonna thank you for listening to us. I'm gonna thank our special guests coming out. I wanna thank the two great real estate aficionados right here. These are my heroes. Again, if you're looking for them, just follow them on Instagram, Facebook, and all that good stuff. They got it. We even gonna shoot some generic commercials for these guys one day, because these two right here, they can help you through the process of getting a house. I know today we touched on a couple things, but again, go watch past episodes. You can learn a lot. Always remember, just conversations, no interviews. Thank you.